Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome back to the Top Flight Pod. You know what it is. You know what we're here to do. Back in the studio today. Beautiful Austin, Texas. I'm with the boys. We got B here to my left, Bali here to my right. Off screen, we got Primo on the ones and twos, of course, controlling everything going on in the background. Next to him, Mr. Pressbox himself, Alex, a.k.a. Football Critic, a community favorite. Definitely rose the ranks amongst voices in the Austin FC fandom world. But I'll start off with you, my GB, who is wearing an interesting jersey. Wore the Chelsea blue. You could have worn a Real Madrid one. We have one here on the rack, extra. Maybe you could have done the nice gesture and put it on for today, but you went with the Chelsea one.
Nah, look, congratulations, brother, but I'm not wearing a Real Madrid kit, bro. It's just not. I'm not gonna do that. Congratulations. We're in Stu again. We were here yesterday watching the game.
Yeah, that was fun.
It was fun. So we're here again, bro.
Maybe we got a little too loud at some moments, and we apologize. But
well, damn, Primo pulled up with like a 24-pack, two 24-packs. Like, damn, I didn't know we were doing this.
Dude, Eric jumped up like this high. I'm not even kidding. He jumped up like this high.
Yeah.
He was going nuts. But
Eric was,
he was out of pocket. But Bali, how are you doing today, mate?
It's been a great morning and a good afternoon.
The Austin FC.
That was embarrassing.
Result?
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. It's one of the worst defeats by far in a long time.
Still have hope.
Nah, no hope. Honestly.
We're gonna get into that.
No hope.
We're gonna get into that. Hold that thought. Okay, Primo, how are you doing, mate? Bayern jersey on you today. Explain that a bit.
Fine, Bayern jersey, because yesterday I wore every single one of my Real Madrid jerseys.
Oh,
what? I wore all of them.
I once?
At the same time.
Because I was getting, I was celebrating so much, I'll get sweaty, and I'll just take it off, and I'll put another one, and I'll watch the highlights again. I'll get all worked up, get all sweaty, and I'll just take it off. So I went through all my Real Madrid jerseys yesterday. So that's why I had to wear the Bayern. I even went out to Coliseo yesterday with my wife.
Oh, swear.
With the Real Madrid jersey.
And I had my Real Madrid jersey on with my boots and tucked in.
Bro, I can already picture you, bro.
Oh,
Imagine that, bro. That's awesome.
That's
bro.
a fit.
That's bro.
That's a fit.
So I don't have no more Real Madrid jerseys.
Wait, jeans or white pants?
White pants.
Oh, that's a fit, bro.
That's crazy, bro. That's a Facebook meme.
That's a new ally. What are you talking about? Football critic, mate, you must be on a bit of a high. Pachuca won the CONCACAF Champions Cup, headed to the Club World Cup where they're going to be facing Real Madrid. You keep saying, what is Real Madrid going to do against Rongo?
And City.
And Chelsea, whatever, man.
And City.
How are you doing, Alex?
I'm good. Yeah, I'm happy about that Pachuca game. I mean, after the kids got to watch the UCL final, the men got to watch the CONCACAF final.
Yeah.
So it was definitely a good time for me.
All right, man. Well, today we got a very interesting episode. Of course, we're going to talk about the Champions League final, a bit of a celebration, a segment there for the Real Madrid listeners and the Real Madrid pundits on the pod. Maybe just me and Primo. I think Bali is low-key a fan. He doesn't want to really come out and admit it. Unfortunately, also, we got to talk about the Austin FC result. We also got some CONCACAF Champions League conversation in there for my G Football Critic, who's going to break down Rongo and everything that's going on there. And last minute, we get the news that Danny and Julio are officially called up. For one gets the World Cup qualifiers, and the other one for some stuff that's not really confirmed yet. Football Critic is going to get us all through that information. But before we get started, of course, shout out to the Patreon and all the Discord members out there. We appreciate the support. And let's get into the episode. Now, before we got to recap the Icarus Cup real quick. Now, everybody that's in the chat, you've heard us talk about the tournament we were going to play this weekend and the recap that we were dropping Saturday and also Sunday. Football Critic and I, we were part of the Austin Legion side. And, mate, let me just say, we got batted. We got batted, bro.
How bad?
First game we lost 4-0.
Sheesh.
Second game we lost. I lost count, to be real. Third game we were in it. Third game we finally got the groove. We were in it, mate. It was close, 5-3. And then Sunday morning we take an L as well. That one was closer. It was a bit closer. I think it was like 6-4.
It was just one game this morning?
Yeah, 6-4. I do want to point out that we were a brand new teammate.
Debut.
So this was a bit of a measuring stick experience for us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think we had an okay showing. I'm gonna just say that.
Okay.
I had fun.
I wasn't there, so I believe you.
I had fun. I think I had a good showing. But Football Critic made. What was your thoughts of the cup?
Oh, I had a lot of fun. I mean, if I forget about the results, I had a lot of fun. No, but like for sure, like, it was a very fun tournament. We played. It was very good. Playing for the first time with the club, with the team.
Yeah.
We were in first division though, so that was the
Yes.
top of the top. So it's understandable for it to be a first tournament.
Yeah. So are y'all not good enough? Or
No, I think we have quality in this team.
Okay,
It's just we
okay.
faced
Not
some,
Division 1.
we face some sides that have had years worth of chemistry, and we're a brand new side as we just mentioned.
Question.
Okay, so
question.
why start in Division 1?
Yeah, that's
my question.
That was the question.
Oh,
but
okay,
It's
so
it's
yeah,
a
so
learning experience. Like
So
Would
it
y'all-
was a mess all around. I get
Would
it.
y'all
I get it.
rather
I
would
get
y'all
it.
rather keep trying at this division or go with one down?
I would rather go down and work up.
I would see I go all the way down. All the way down. And then
no.
start from the bottom
We're
and then work yourself
We're
up.
gonna join Bat City, mate. We're gonna join Bat City, and we're gonna work up
All
from
the
there.
way down, right?
We're
Yeah,
gonna
yeah,
work
yeah.
up from there. Belief is there. Belief is
Yeah.
there 100%, mate. So it is what it is, man. Bro, there was some good
Hey,
fucking teams out there.
Fire
man.
kid, by the way.
Yeah,
I
fire kid.
like
Shout
the
out
kid.
Neff. Shout out Neff.
Shout out
Great
Neff.
great job organizing all this.
Austin Legion.
Maybe we were a bit ambitious with the first division pick, and we kind of paid for it with the results. But we were in it the last two games. I'm gonna say that nobody can take that from us. We were in it, right, Alex?
Oh yeah, we were.
So
we were
basically,
in
it
it.
was
We
just two smackings and 2 games that y'all were in it.
Yeah, two smackings, and then the 2 games we were in it. We were fighting, bro.
So okay, it was not bad.
I got 2 assists in one game, and then in the other one, I got 1 assist, and I missed a sitter.
What was the aggregate scoreline? All the games.
Oof. We can make the count. I don't know, but it's like in the 18 to like, I don't know.
Oh wow.
I don't know.
Oh wow.
It was not that great of a
wow. Oh,
showing,
wow.
but we had a good time.
Oh wow.
Man, y'all need a winger, Bali.
We need a winger. Rigoni, you're
I'm
out
good.
there, mate.
Rigo.
Rigoni, you're out there, mate.
free
But all right,
agent. Free agent.
Free agent.
Can
Rigoni.
y'all afford him, bro?
Nev?
Never
Nev got it. Nev got it. But all right, guys. That was Icarus Cup. Obviously, we had fun, and that's what the main thing is about. Just having a good time out there and not getting injured. I had a great time. My feet really hurt right now, and I might call in tomorrow, but we'll see what happens. But I want to get into the game before we get into the Champions League final. I want to get into the Austin game, guys. Now, it was a bit of a historic loss. Scott was pointing out how Austin FC have never been down 4-0. Alex Ring came out post-match, and he was saying how in his career he'd never been down 4-0 at the half as well. He was saying that it was one of the most, one of the worst losses in his career. Alex Ring came out and said that he looked absolutely destroyed post-match. So, before we get into, obviously, the lineup breakdown, I want to get your thoughts. It was 5-1 against Real Salt Lake. Austin FC just couldn't cope against Chicho, couldn't cope against Anderson Julio, couldn't cope against Diego Luna. He had a fantastic showing as well. You see these these match ratings here. All green. Chicho Arango, 9.6. We'll talk about his goals right now. But can we get your overall thoughts on the match?
I mean, look, bro, we knew coming into the game that this was going to be a test, bro. Our Real Salt Lake have been doing great, and they got informed players. And I think this was our first, legit test, I think, of the season for us to see where we're at. And,
Yep.
I mean, they really showed it to us, bro. I mean,
What went wrong for Austin FC here, man? You think it was more
It
of
didn't-
do you think it was a coach got it wrong thing, or you think it was just rotation and fitness and fatigue really played a role in this result that's just embarrassing, I guess?
it's just, I don't want to go too crazy into all these details and stuff. I mean, from what I saw, it's just they weren't it's almost like they were already defeated in their minds, bro. It's like it's almost like they
You don't have Seba
didn't have
confidence.
we
ain't
didn't have the
there.
confidence and maybe the belief that we can do something here against this great RSL side,
For
and
sure.
I think that played into the first goal. I mean, I think it played into a lot, and I think
Yeah.
that's just the main.
Primo, if you could bring up the Josh Wolf post-match comments on We're Austin TV's Instagram while I get Bali's thoughts on this match, your overall thoughts, brother. Now, a phrase that was being thrown around a lot last night on social media, mainly on Twitter, that's where we're at, on game days, kind of during the match. That's where everybody's chatting. There was folks saying that this team looks like they never got off the plane. I want you to kind of go off on that, Bali. You think maybe that's accurate to say for the team last night, 5-1 versus RSL?
Oh no, man! Trust me. They got off that plane and they played. But let me tell you something. A lot of those players shouldn't get back on that plane. back to Austin. A lot of them should stay over there.
We need everybody right now. What do you mean? The roster is light.
No.
The roster is light. We need everybody. I don't want to hear this that people don't gotta come back. We need everybody, bro. We need to bring some more. What do you mean they don't gotta get on the plane to come back?
A lot of them should still stay. Not good enough for my team. Starting with Zan Komanic again. This guy, the guy shouldn't play defense, let alone put him as a winger. I mean, come on.
That's not on him, dude.
What
That's
was that?
Dude.
What was that? You have a young, hungry player like CJ on the bench. Come on, man. I mean, it's just poor decisions by the coach. Poor lineup to me right away. Of course, no Drusi, you're panic. I mean, that's your star. You know you're going to struggle.
For sure.
But again, the defense suspect. Julio Cascante, again, embarrassing. Lil Weissenen, to me, I don't know, not the same. I mean, after that injury, I mean, I don't see the same player anymore. John Gallagher, it's shocking to say that he was an all-star player not too long ago, and now his potential is just dropping so much, and I'm worried about the defense, about the midfield, about our forward Diego Rubio. I mean, something's going on with him. Giannis Artist comes in, doesn't bring anything, so we're looking bad right now, and it's gonna get worse. Trust me.
You think it's still gonna get worse?
It's gonna get worse.
Oof.
It's gonna get worse.
Well, I do want to get Football Critics' his overall thoughts on last night's match before we get into some more detailed topics on, especially maybe just go through this lineup. But Football Critic, obviously your overall thoughts from last night's match. We see here Josh Wolf. He has a quote that says they are a good team. That's their first thing. Their record bears that. The quality that they have shows that. Regardless of it, regardless if it's at Salt Lake City or at home, we can't beat ourselves. The mistakes that we make are costly. They're extremely costly against a good team. I see I had a little typo in there. My bad, guys. But Alex, your thoughts?
I mean, to me, the problem was that we rotated when we shouldn't have. We rotated against Portland when we should have rotated here. That way, we could have gotten 3 points at home, and got 3 out of 6 instead of nothing out of 6.
For sure.
Someone sent a tweet. I thought it was pretty funny. That said that we started 8 defenders. I think they are counting Alex Ring, Danny Pereira, and Valencia as defenders because they are, defensive midfielders. And we got beaten 5-1. I just didn't understand exactly what the plan was this match. Because, sure, you can say RSL is great, and they are great. I mean, they're amazing right now, in a great form.
Yeah.
But if you're going to go with the mentality of where I'm going to face a great team away in altitude,
yep.
Don't you do the same thing that you did against Vancouver?
You train for it. You most definitely train for it because
Yes.
Austin FC, if I'm not mistaken, recently they added a high altitude training room to their facilities. We got a video one time of Julio and Valencia. They were training with a Bane kind of mask and they were on the treadmill. We were like, oh shit, this is cool.
Columbus did that. It was all I kept seeing from Columbus when we were preparing the game against
How did that work?
Pachuca.
How did that work?
work? So I don't look too much into
Finish
it.
your take, Alex.
But that's the thing. So we went to Seattle. And we bunkered down and we struggled and we got a point. We went to Vancouver and we bunkered down and we struggled and we got a point.
That's why I was telling people that those points are golden, and folks were upset about those points on the road.
And honestly, if we would have gone like bunkered down and gotten and even lost, let's say we lost 1-0, 2-0, it would have been understandable because it's our result just a great form and we are having injuries and whatnot and rotating.
Yeah.
But the performance that we put out there is what didn't make sense to me. That Jean being on the left wing, playing sometimes a left wing, sometimes a wing back. John Gallagher going from a right back to a third CB or Biru going into that third CB spot. Danny Pereira going on top, but not with Driussi, but with Ring. I mean, it just a lot of things that just didn't make sense to me, and I think it was very, very experimental, and the reason why we got 5-1.
Very experimental. I'm going to agree on that, mate. I will say this. Now we're getting into the lineup just a bit, maybe spend 1 minute on it. On paper, here we see on SofaScore and on Google Stat Sheet and whatever, you see that they put Austin FC as a back four. And it was a back four when we were going into the attack. I saw that it was, like we see here, a 4-2-3-1. John Gallagher, Cascante, Lovaisen, Guilherme Biru in the back, Valencia, Ring, Hader, Danny Pereira, Jean Komanic on the attack, and Rubio as the point. But in defense, mate, going back, Jean Komanich had to do a lot of work, and I know Bali wants to throw criticism at him, but Jean Komanich had to do a lot of work last night against RSL, going up and down, and we know that he does have crosses into the box, but he's not a creative player enough for me to be on the wing, mate. I think he was exposed. You know what I'm saying? I think he was exposed in the sense that he didn't have to be put there. You know what I'm saying? It's not really on him. It's on the coach for not putting one of his players in a spot where he could execute or perform to his best of his abilities. That's what I'm trying to say. Anything you want to add on that, mate?
I mean, to me, he shouldn't even be on the field. Period. He shouldn't even be on this team. You know, that's just on me. That's just me. That's just how I feel. But
All right.
it is what it is. You can control. You can try to
You see-
protect
you
them
see
and
that?
try to cover up for him all you want. You know,
That's
it's just
Bali.
the truth.
That's Bali.
Just the truth.
That's
but
Bali.
it's, I mean, that's about, hey, but look, it's just what stands out to me the most is like why, like FC said, why is Wolf trying to experiment? Why is Wolf trying to do this and just evade from his typical, like you said, hunker down? It's just maybe if I'm reaching,
Okay. Well, why do you look at me when you say that? Why do you look at
maybe
me when you say
Wolf
that?
said, hey, look, we're maybe instead of hunkering down, he chooses this opportunity to experiment, and it went horrendous.
Boys, I think everybody has failed to say it. Maybe Primo's
What?
thinking about it.
No, Drusy.
It's just what we have, mate. It's just what we have. Post-match, Josh Wolf came out and he said Gallagher kind of like re-aggravated something, so he might be gone for maybe a week or two. Ethan Finley re-aggravated his injury. That's why he's been questionable for all this time. And Drusy, they're still going to have to see what's going on with him.
Do you remember how we started the season without him?
Yes.
I mean, it was on fire.
Yeah.
And now he's out for one game, and this is what we see. It almost re-solidifies the fact that he is Austin, bro. Drusy is Austin.
And this is what the pundits kind of meant when they say if Drusy is out, Austin FC collapses. And we're kind of seeing it head on right here.
Bro, even casuals, even people that don't necessarily are involved crazy in the team, like, you know, your barber, you know, people that are around the city, they know that Drusy is Austin FC. Like, they know that. Like, you know, I mean, it's obvious, but it just even more a 5, the worst performance. Just it was tough even watching the highlights, bro. It was just, I mean.
Well, you mentioned it be the highlights, and we'll transition right into that, man. Now, Austin FC, and we'll kind of quick fire through these goals because they were a lot. They were a lot. We got to condense.
They quick
the time
fire
on the
through them
goals.
themselves.
We kind of got a quick fire. Now, 5 goals, RSL. Little bit unbelievable, but hey, it is what it is. We're gonna break them down here. We see here a bit of a cheeky. Sorry, let me get this here on the screen.
Golazo,
Now,
bro.
Okay, we have it there on screen, right? RSL, Chicho Arango, from behind the half line, he sends out a rocket, a banger, beautifully placed, mate, if I have to say, because it went right underneath the bar. Stuver really had no chance. I think he was kind of thinking about the injury, a game against Houston when he got hurt. He had a similar goal that he conceded, which he does this like every year almost. But leading up to this was interesting because Brad Stuver comes out and collects a throw from McMath, if I'm not mistaken, and he kind of just clears this ball just ridiculously weird. And he just takes too long on the ball, doesn't know what to do with it, clears it out. RSL have the ball. Chicho Arango notices that he's arguing with Austin FC players, his own teammates, sends it into the goal, and then you obviously see everything that's been going, viral on social media. So, B, your thoughts on this goal?
Oh, man. You're right, bro. Stuart has one of these every year.
Not just one, a couple, like 4.
But that little detail at the end where you're like, the reason why he was caught so off is because you were arguing with Ring? About some positioning, about the throw.
That's what the commentators were saying. And I was watching it in Spanish because in Spanish, they're just real about everything, bro. In English, they try to honestly like polish things and try to beat around the bush. In Spanish, dude, they were clowning Stuver, bro.
Yeah.
They were saying this was his fault. Why is he mad? It was his fault. And he was saying that he was going back and forth with some Austin FC players, and he was caught off. And even after the ball went into the back of the net, he's still upset, and he still goes off and argues with Cascante after that. And Cascante is kind of pointing out, I believe, saying, hey, you sent the ball that way. You can't be mad about this. This
falls on
is you.
Stuart. And the crazy thing is, Stuart has some crazy world-class saves for
100%.
us. Amazing performances where without him, we would have definitely lost the game or dropped points.
Now,
and he has blunders like this.
On social media, I noticed that fans were kind of coming at Stuver a bit sideways. I saw that a lot of folks were kind of bashing him a bit, and they were saying that he lost the all-star contention with this match. They said it's done. Bali, you think that is something that is reality, or you think that's a bit of a reach right now? There's still more time to vote, but to me, Stuver was a clear favorite.
Nah, it's done. It's done. You know,
I don't
come on.
think
I
you
mean,
can say that.
it's not a. I mean, it's not a. I mean, that's not a goalkeeper, not a MLS All-Star goalkeeper right there.
I mean,
It's
It's
not.
just an
It's
off
not.
day. It's
It's
just
just
an off
not.
day.
It's just not. And we love Stuver. Is he a great goalkeeper? Yes. Is he one of the best? Yes, he is. You know, he's been great for us. He's saved us so many times. Yes, but this is a mistake, and a mistake like this, it's not tolerated.
I got one for you. Does Onana not commit mistakes?
Come
Does
on, man.
Raya not commit mistakes?
Of course.
Ramsdale not commit
course.
mistakes?
Yes, of course.
Goalkeepers can have off days, mate. Goalkeeper is the worst position to play in soccer because
Not
you can, save,
Courtois.
you can save 9 of them, but if you don't save the 10th shot, you're the worst keeper in the entire world, bro. And Stuver can't have one off day, mate. I had folks on X, Twitter, TL, calling me out on my personal Twitter saying, hey, how much does Stuver pay you to say that he had an off day? Because they were calling him overrated. They were calling him overpaid. I just don't think that's right.
Is the All-Star
Yeah,
all votes?
I don't know. I mean, I don't agree with that. You're saying overpaid. I mean, he's a great player. He deserves all his money. You know, we gave him a new contract. He deserved it. Of course. I mean, that's all. But at the end of the day, he's not an all-star level goalkeeper.
And
It's
also,
just not.
is it
not
with
it.
votes, right? It's with votes.
Yeah.
I mean,
Fans
I mean,
and
people
media
are gonna
vote.
see
Fans
that.
and
People all
media
around.
vote.
People all around.
people are gonna
MLS
see that and they're
see
gonna be like,
this.
nah.
Come
So
on,
I mean,
man.
to the original point,
It's
to the
just-
original take that the question was,
It's over.
I think it hurts it a lot,
It's
bro.
The
It's
problem
over.
with this game and Stuver's contention for the All-Star is that a goalkeeper can be really good and have a bad team, and you can still be like, oh, he's good. He just deserves better. But in this game, there was goalkeeper blunders.
Yeah.
That
I mean,
w-
then
that-
the
that make
Chicho
viral
go also.
clips.
The Chicho go also at
Exactly.
the end. Come on now, like
Plus, I mean,
it was
it's
just a
tough.
bad
It's-
night all around.
It's
Bad night all
tough
around.
because of what he's done for us. He always does for us, bro. It's when
course.
we're struggling, he's there to give us that point.
Now, 15 minutes in, of course, that was Chicho's goal from 62 yards out. He was having a blast at that point, and Stuver was probably upset, right? Minute 24, Anderson Julio goal, not Julio Cascante. It was a throw-in for Austin FC that ends up as a lost ball in the defensive third. Ojeda sets up Anderson Julio, and he tucks it away behind Stuver. And, of course, through the legs of not only Cascante, it goes through the legs of Leo Väisänen. Not the shot through Cascante, but through Leo Väisänen, yes, 100%. Now, Bali, I want to get your take on that goal because it was just sloppy defending by Austin FC and just sloppy passing in a very sensitive area where you need to be secure 100% of the time. You can't have mistakes in that area, and Austin FC was just playful with it.
Yeah, to me that goal was just a poor pass by John Gallagher. You know, you got to be focused, man.
Gally
Just,
missed it. Yeah, Gally.
Not staying on with your man and coming back, tracking back, and staying with your man. Just lazy defending, you know. And like I said, it's very shocking to me that Gallagher was he was in an all-star level not too long ago, and
Respect,
now
man.
your level is just dropping. And maybe it's his injury. You know, he did come back from an injury. He's injured right now. He has an injury going on, so he's going through it. But at the end of the day, man, I mean, you were at the top. I mean, you were one of our best players and in our team at one point, and now you're just declining.
Minute 27, great save by Stuver. Great ball as well, bro. Fantastic. I think at least Stuver got that one, and you want to come after him. This guy
Yeah.
makes great saves.
Of course, yeah. Go to the last goal too. Go to that one too. You want to wait the highlights and watch that one too, or what?
Chill
yeah?
out, bro. Chill
Yeah.
out. But B, just anything you want to add on this goal? You know, the second one that Austin FC concedes, mate. Sloppy play in the back.
Yeah. I mean, we really sucked this game, bro. We really sucked this game.
No, it was bad, mate. It was bad.
really bad. I mean, we can go through the goals, sure, but it was tough. Watching the game was tough, even watching the highlights. And, you know, I mean, to be fair, Bali's been on one today, man. I agree. I mostly agree with him today, bro. I mean,
That's rare. That's rare.
It's just been that game. But look, it'll be all right. We take off a week.
It'll
Right?
be all right, B.
It'll be all right.
No, listen,
It'll be
listen,
all right.
listen,
I'm
listen,
now-
listen,
now I'm agreeing with you.
listen.
I wanna
I'm
be all
not
right
even
too,
done.
mate.
I'm not even done. I said next week we don't have a game. We play Colorado away after that, and the season keeps going. You know what I mean? We're a thin squad. We already know that. We lost Rigoni. I mean, we didn't even lose anything. He's gone. It's against a great RSL squad. It's all right, bro.
Now, honestly, this first half was one hell of a half for RSL, and Austin FC was pinned against the ropes. Minute 28, John Gallagher, he gets beat on speed, but he doesn't give up, dudes. I mean, he follows a play through all the way to the end. Goal line clearance. Austin FC gets saved on that one. Now, unfortunately, there was more goals to talk about on this one. Cascante, minute 30. Bad ball by Julio Cascante. A poor pass to Valencia. Doesn't even play it to his feet. He plays it into space, and Valencia can't really get to it. Loses the ball. Chicho opens it up. I think it was Ojeda again on this one. I gotta double check. But it was Anderson Julio getting his brace on this one. Really easy goal. It went to VAR for a bit. They were checking if it was offsides, but they gave it in the end. Look at that, Chicho saying, hey, go this way. Biru got the run behind him, sets it up. Take it as you'd like it. It's 3-0, minute 33, mate. Football Critic, I want to get your thoughts on this third goal, bro. I mean, you heard B and Bali talk about the first two leading up to this moment. Right now, it's 3-0 at the 34th minute. Your thoughts on that, bro?
To me, it's just the team lost. They were lost mentally. To me, the team just did not know what to do, where to go, what to do, who was covering who. I mean, it was just a complete loss of not only, I'm not talking about only the back line, but midfield, but Stuver, but just everyone. They were non-existent.
Yeah. I agree with that, bro.
We sucked, bro. We sucked.
I think the whole back line was just poor.
And you know what? I take
whole
back
back line.
this little stunt of positive that I threw away a couple minutes earlier.
No, you can't
It's
take
gone.
that back.
No,
You
it's
can't take
done.
that
You know
back.
why? Because I just realized Copa America's coming, bro.
No, you can't take that
We're
back.
gonna lose.
You can't
We're
take
gonna
it back.
lose. I'm taking that back, bro. Maybe we're doomed. Maybe the season's over.
No,
It's
Bali,
gonna get worse. It's gonna get worse.
No,
I'm
Bali,
I think so. I
you
think
came
so.
in to tonight's studio ready for tonight's show, and one of the first things that I noticed about the conversation we were having before recording was that you were analyzing this goal, RSL's fourth goal, Chicho's brace right before the half. It was in minute 49, almost the 50th minute. Of course, there was 6 minutes of added time in the first half, but nobody tracks his run. Chicho Arango, one of the top scorers in MLS, I think the top scorer right now with this hat trick that he got on Austin FC, probably taking him to 16, I think. But even if you could check up the top scorers in MLS, we'll see exactly where they're at. But nobody picks up his run. I mean, why isn't an Austin FC defender picking up one of the biggest threats in the league? Why aren't they picking up this guy's run?
Well, I don't know. I mean, either they're not concentrated or they're afraid. Then maybe they're scared. What do you think it is? I mean, he's right there, in front of your face. You're not thinking, let's cover him up. Communication. Tell your partner, hey, you cover him, I cover him. Like, what's the issue? Like, what? Nobody wants to take responsibility? There's not a leader? And then they score, and then we look at each other and blame each other? Hey, look. Hey, head down. Hey. Come on, man. The whole body language from this team last night was embarrassing.
You see him right there. That's okay. So that's
Look
Chicho
at him. Look
Arango
at him by himself. Nobody's marking him.
in between two Austin FC players. You could say that maybe believe that's Galley. Should have been tighter on him. Should have been tighter on him.
Should have been tighter.
Now, be anything you want to add on this, brother, before we get into the last RSL goal?
No, and then what about the save by Stuber? Great save.
You're
right.
right. You're right. Let me
great
just play
great
it.
save, right?
Now, I'll get
What
your,
a save by and it goes in. Yeah.
I'll get your thoughts on this one, B.
Yeah.
Now, Chicho brace, beautiful cross in by Brody. He finds Chicho Arango unmarked in the box. He gets a great header off, and Stuber does get a hand on it, but it has too much power, and you rarely see it.
Yeah,
you rarely see it.
too
You
much
rarely see
power.
this. Show some respect, dude.
Mucha
Show
fuerza.
some respect, because
It's Goku. Chicho, you're Goku, man.
the header has
It's
too much
Goku,
power
man.
on it. The header has too much power on it, and Stuber just his hands full,
Nah,
brother.
bro. Nah, that did not have too much power in it. That was another blunder by Stuver. Another one.
It
Another
was a
one.
powerful header.
And if the first highlight that's been
ridiculous.
trending on X changed your mind about MLS, then you should watch this last one too, because it'll yeah. I mean, we sucked, bro. We're going through the goals. It's just like,
Speechless.
Yeah, that's a tough one, too. That's a tough one right there, bro.
Speechless.
Change the highlight. Change it. Go to the next one. Go to the
yeah,
next
what do
one.
we got next on
Go to the next
one,
bro. Go to the
Because
next
we
one. I
sucked,
don't wanna
bro.
see
We
it
minute,
anymore.
sucked.
minute 63, RSL does have a corner kick. You think, okay, you got to be on your toes.
We got a hoop right here.
Brandon
We got a hoop.
Heinzike, unfortunately,
My boy
the
Bali.
ball hits his hand. Doesn't really see it. It's an action that's just quick on it. You know, you can't really do anything there. You should have your hands down, but hey, it is what it is. Dani Pereira gets it on the counterattack, and him and Jader Obrian race down the field. He plays it beautifully into Jader Obrian, into space. He runs in stride with it. He's going down that like he's going 80 miles an hour, down 183 or I-35, wherever you go, whenever you got to go to work, whatever, right?
290.
He finished it off elegantly as well. Puts it behind the keeper. Yeah, at that point, you're thinking, wow, Hader has 5 goals this season. Hader is doing fantastic. But it gets called back. Why? Heinz handball. No RSL player was calling for it. Nobody saw it, but VAR said, ojo, that ball has to come back. It's now a PK for RSL. Chicho gets his hat trick. It's 5-0 for RSL, bro.
Yeah, at this point, I was about to turn off my TV. I was so close to turning it off, but I stuck around because I don't even know why. I just left my TV on, but just hindsight. I mean, just again lost concentration. He thinks he's Superman, opening up his arms like he wants to fly, and he got us a penalty, which is that's great.
Harsh
but,
on Heinz. Harsh on.
What I do
Heinz.
want to say is how did speed? Oh my!
Yes.
Did you see his speed?
Now
The guy
imagine
is
Bukari.
fast.
Imagine Bukari.
Bukari and Hader on the wings.
Bukari and
Hail Marys all day.
Now that was their 5th goal. Austin FC did get their goal in the end. Alex Ring converted a penalty. Owen Wolf uses his soccer IQ and really just shields the ball with his body, creates the contact. RSL player falls for it. Owen Wolf falls as well. Referee maybe a bit of pity call, gives Austin the penalty, and Alex Ring tucks it into the back of the net. It's 5-1. At least we avoided the shutout on the road. Big ups to the players on that one, I guess. Now, match side notes here that we have. Pereira suspended on yellow card accumulation. So he will go on international duty with Venezuela. And when he comes back, he will serve that accumulation ban. He cannot serve it with the time that he's gone. So that's going to be a little bit of a double whammy for us.
Nice, Danny. Nice.
Gallagher,
Nice.
like I said, Gallagher had a little bit of an injury reaction confirmed by Wolf post-match. And Cascante and Vicenen, it was their first time starting together at center back. Had to check the lineups from previous games, and that's confirmed. So you can see the mismatch in chemistry. Julio, halftime substitution, wasn't cutting it. But that's all I had here on the side. Now, boys, we didn't have a space last night. JC actually did have one. He named it We're Austin TV. I told him, I was like, brother, you have my permission to name it that. You can go ahead and do the space and whatnot, because folks still wanted to talk about it. But me, myself, Bali, I was like, nah, dude, I really don't want to talk about this game. I'd rather just go to the pod and say what needs to be said there. I knew you guys were going to hit a lot of points on the head, but I did it mostly for my mental, bro. I didn't want to put myself through that. You know what I'm saying? This performance was garbage juice, mate. So I wanted to just relax, enjoy the rest of my night. Icarus Cup also had me tired. I just couldn't pull myself through to talk about this game, brother. Was I wrong for that?
Yeah, you were.
How was I wrong?
100% wrong.
How was I wrong for that?
100% wrong. The people were waiting for you. But I'm not gonna lie, JC did a great job.
JC did a great job.
JC did a great job. It was a great space, and the fans were upset. And
we also did a vote. And the fans said no.
Yeah. Yeah,
Voice
but
of
you
the
know,
people.
they
Voice of the people. I'm
they-
gonna listen to the peeps.
Yeah, but the truth is, they want to hear.
the
they wanna
vibe
hear
wasn't there, bro. The
people,
vibe
the
wasn't
fans.
there. Nobody wanted to talk about this
The
shit.
vibe wasn't there,
bro.
yeah. But I mean, we want to talk about the match, and the match was embarrassing, yeah. So
JC did a great job.
he
though.
did an awesome
Shout out to
job,
JC.
and the fans were very upset, and I mean, it's just tough result all around. We just have to hope that we have to wake up and bounce back.
I literally just I was watching this game, dude, and I was like, man, I'm done with Austin FC tonight. Burnt out. Closed the laptop. Went to sleep.
And plus, it was late. The game finished so late,
Exactly.
also. So
And it's
Exactly.
an easy game to do that too.
And honestly, bro,
true.
and honestly, dude, you could just beat the crap out of Austin FC players and say you suck, this and that, blah blah blah. But what about the constructive conversation? Is what I'm trying to say. Like, how do we get out of this? And that's one of the things I wanted to touch up on today, mate. B, I wanted to ask you. Is this where it goes downhill, or is there a bounce back somewhere in the cards for Austin FC?
This could potentially go downhill. I'm not saying it's downhill for good, but I agree about it. I think things are going to get a little scary because
we saw it go downhill last year against after Leagues Cup.
the
And
bad start to the season, the on fire, we're doing great, and I think it's time for that down part because we're already a thin squad to begin with,
100%.
and we're going to lose 2 key players coming up. After this performance away in RSL, I mean, we're going to have to hunker down, brother.
It's also officially halfway through the season.
Ooh.
So this could be a fall-off point.
Let's try to hunker down, survive this patch. Copa America finishes, get our players, maybe some new signings. Bukari, maybe. Right?
Maybe.
And then I'm
coming.
talking about
Yeah.
after, and then maybe we can get some going again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bukari, winter is coming, mate. Winter is coming.
Winter
you gotta bunker
is
down.
coming,
You
mate.
gotta bunker down. Now, Bali, just real quick before we get into some other topics, you think this is a bit of a falling down point, or you think that there's a bounce back somewhere left for Austin FC?
Oh no, it's about to get spooky. It's about to get really spooky. It's gonna get scary. It's gonna get scary.
Let's get into the Copa America real quick. This is what I had in my notes. Copa America is here. What happens next? Now, Pereira leaves to join Venezuela. Cascante leaves to join Costa Rica. Rubio will most likely stay. There hasn't really been confirmation on that, but just reading between the lines what Wolf has said, and I want to get Alex's take on this. How will Austin FC obviously cope with a lighter than light squad that's going to be a reality soon? Are we going to call up Fcito? We're going to see what happens there. But just break down what's happening with Danny and Cascante, mate.
So essentially, Danny got called up on a 30 players long list, out of which 26 will play Copa America. That 26, that final list will not come out until 1 week before Copa America. So Danny will travel to Florida to train with La Vinotinto and be with them for this week, and then the list will come out. It is interesting that Wolf is already saying Danny will miss these next 4 games without the list being officially out.
I mean, he knows his player. I mean,
yeah,
and that's we also know in here he's going. He's going.
And that's the thing. With Julio is the same thing. Julio got called up officially yesterday at noon for Costa Rica for the World Cup qualifiers in CONCACAF.
Yep.
Now, that's only 2 friendlies this week. That does not mean Copa America or anything like that. It's only 2 not friendlies. World Cup qualifiers this week. Again, nothing about Copa America. Wolf is also saying that Julio won't be here for the next 4 games. So this tells me, hey, Wolf knows the inside knowledge that we don't know, sure. Right? That officially it's not out yet, but that those 2 guys will officially go to Copa America, or maybe he's misinterpreting this news that I don't think it is.
Yeah.
One good side, I guess, is that Chile is having a friendly against Paraguay this week, and Diego Rubio did not get called up. So while that's bad news for him, it's good news for us, because this is not really a hint to say that Rubio will get called up for Copa America.
Now, the quote here from Josh Wolf, he says, Danny Pereira is going to be gone for the next 4 games anyway because of Venezuela. He and Julio Cascante will be gone. We'll be missing those guys, at least for 4 games. And Seba Drusi, we'll have to see when he gets back. Of course, injury-wise, Johnny Gallagher had a bit of a reaction to his injury, and Finley re-aggravation. So in this quote, he doesn't mention Rubio being gone, which is what Alex was kind of hinting at. And yeah, it is bad news for him. Copa America hopes, but for Austin FC fans, talking about the squad depth, it's a good sign that Rubio is going to be staying, if you know what I'm saying. Now, gentlemen, just maybe anything you want to add on the Copa America woes that Austin FC is going to be going through here in the next couple of weeks?
I mean, I would have loved if Rubio can go and represent his country, bro. I mean, any player that's in Austin that has a chance to represent your country, all for it. Go ahead. I mean, it is what it is. But he'll be here with us, and we'll have to cope without Julio and Danny, which is gonna be tough.
It is gonna be tough, mate. It is gonna be tough. But hey, it is what it is. I just got some fire pictures from Neff at the Icarus Cup.
Oh, okay.
Yo,
I'll probably post them.
That's all y'all got, just fire pics. Come on, man.
I got an assist too, mate. Yeah. I got an assist too.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
respect.
Bali's on fire today, man.
He is on fire. I don't know what the hell's wrong with this guy, bro.
He's sharp today.
He's sharp today. But Copa America, it's going to be a harsh reality here soon for Austin FC fans and obviously the squad itself. But we're going to be cheering those guys. And I guess maybe right now it's a perfect time to say it on the pod, mate. We're Austin TV, Top Flight. We did get approved for credentials for the Copa America, and we'll be covering all the matches in Texas. We're making it a mission to go after all the games in Texas. They're reachable. They're doable. And we're going to do it for, of course, the Patreon members, the folks that are on Discord. We're going to get you all the fun access, all the fun content. You're going to be able to influence also as well what you want us to do and stuff. But we're very excited. Football Critic, he's the one that kind of engineered all of this. He had a big role in this. So clap, everybody.
Mr. Pressbox himself.
But Alex, if you could give a little bit more details on it, of course.
Yeah, so now we're all very excited. So we will be covering Copa America in Washington TV in Top Flight, and those are 6 matches in Texas for the group stage, potentially 2 more of a quarterfinals. So those are still pending. Those we'll see. We won't know until we know how the groups end up. but we will officially be covering Mexico, Jamaica, Colombia, Paraguay, USA, Bolivia, Peru, Chile, Venezuela, Jamaica, and Costa Rica, Paraguay.
Hey, stay tuned.
It's gonna be a lot of
It's
fun.
gonna be a movie.
Historic road trip.
Una
man.
película, pa.
Historic road trip.
We're thinking
Yeah.
about taking a $200,000 loan and getting an RV,
Ooh, whoa,
like
no,
a fully,
no,
like
we're
a
not
new
doing
RV.
that. We're not doing that.
Uh,
But we're for sure gonna take like a little RV or something for
We're
sure.
thinking about taking a
For sure.
like a massive loan. We talked about we already went to
Yo.
UFCU. We already went
Yeah.
to Chase Bank of
We
America.
just need you
as
to
well.
sign, Bali.
We just need Bali's cosign.
We just need you to
Ooh,
co-sign.
no, yeah, no,
Put your name down,
no.
Put
we're
your
not.
credit
No,
down.
little 200K.
200K.
No.
Anyways,
I think we should just relax. I think we should relax and just maybe just rent a car or something.
Turo. Shout out Turo. But anyways, we're going to have a good time this summer covering the Copa America here with Top Flight and We're Austin TV for the players that play for Austin FC, of course. Now, gentlemen, before we get into some Champions League action, obviously Bukari is here. Folks have been talking about it. There's been, news that's gone all around the world by now. Fabrizio has been chiming in on it. Now, the press release says Austin FC announced today, this was Thursday, May 30th, that the club has reached an agreement with Red Star Belgrade for the transfer of 25-year-old Ghanaian international winger Osman Bukari. Bukari joins Austin FC as a designated player on a 3.5-year guaranteed contract through the end of 2027 season with an option for 2028. The deal is pending receipt of Bukari's ITC and P1 visa. Bali, you had a little bit to say on this before we got on set and talked about the RSL game. So we can get your thoughts on Osman Bukari, $7 million price tag. Of course, he comes in. He's the historic signing, club record fee. Your thoughts, mate?
Yeah, well, this news, I think Tom Bogert was the one that kind of broke the news. I think
It came out from Mozart Sport first.
Mozart Sports, yeah, and then Tom Bogert kind of said, yeah, it's gonna happen. So, and then Fabrizio finally said, here, it's happening. So,
Here we go.
it's I'm excited because we just let go of our DP, which is Rigoni, one of our DP players, and now we're bringing in another DP player.
Sounds like you were crying about Rigoni earlier.
No, of course, but I'm saying like we needed a DP to help Drusi, and now we
100%.
got one. So that I'm excited about that. I'm not gonna lie, Serbian League, $7 million. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little worried about. I'm not sure if he's gonna make us that much. I mean, is he Drusi quality? Is he Drusi level? I mean, I'm willing to give him. I want to give him the chance to get here and
Benefit of the doubt.
settle in. But when I see him, I don't know.
Now, Bali.
I don't think I see $7 million.
Now, Bali, of course, Serbian League. It's
Serb.
It's on the record. Serbian League. It's there. It's going to be on his career record forever. But I don't think Austin FC purchased that guy. I think Austin FC purchased the player that in the Champions League clocked in one of the highest speeds in
10th.
the group stage,
The
mate.
10th highest.
I think they bought the guy that scored on Man City, got an assist on Man City, scored against Young Boys, got an assist against Young Boys.
Scored in the
mate.
World Cup.
Score in the World Cup.
Did the-
That's the player that they went after, mate. And yes, he plays in the Serbian league, but don't forget, LA Galaxy was after this guy. The Chicago Fire was after this guy. We had a great conversation with my G Ogie, big Red Star fan. That pod is going to be coming out soon. Patreon members access first, of course. But he was pretty much breaking everything down, just telling me everything about this guy. One thing he said he needs to work on is his finishing. He said if he had better finishing, he'd be in a team that's in the top 5 leagues. That says a lot.
Yeah.
Does have to work on some stuff, but we could be getting a top player. And I think you're throwing unfair criticism.
No,
at him.
I'm just a little worried. That's it. I'm
They-
chilling.
they-
I'm chilling. I'm happy. He's coming. He's on its way. How long will that take? We don't know.
We
This
don't
visa
know.
stuff, takes.
Plus,
it's a
it goes both
process.
ways. Like unfair criticism, maybe, and too much praise. We don't even know.
Yeah.
He's not even here yet. So it
Unfair
goes both ways.
criticism, unfair criticism, too much praise. One thing
Yeah.
that's going to be for sure,
That's
pressure. There's going to be massive amounts of pressure on this guy to produce for Austin FC.
Exactly.
He's going to be replacing Rigoni. He's going to be a designated
what
player.
pressure.
Well,
That's
I mean,
crazy
I mean,
pressure, bro.
He's
Oh
gonna-
my
I'm
god.
pretty sure he'll be better than.
Could he
Rigoni,
live up to
man.
the shoes?
He's gonna carry the number 7, and he's also gonna be making a bag.
Yeah, he's a DP player for
He's
sure.
also a historic expensive signing, bro.
Yes.
3 or 4 games, if he doesn't score for Austin FC, I know Aries is gonna be on Fat Reactions talking about Bukari. Where you at? See or no?
Is that a
Jordan,
shot?
no, it's not a shot. But I'm saying that our fan base is demanding.
Yeah,
If you're gonna be the
Facts.
historic club signing, you gotta produce, bro. Because you'll have Jordan outside Q2 Stadium talking about where you at.
Where you at?
You'll have
Yeah.
Bali outside of Q2 Stadium talking about where you at, Bukari. I don't think that's going to be the case, but I'm saying there's going to be
Yeah.
pressure on this guy to produce for Austin FC. That's what I'm saying.
No
and,
more-
and I'm confident about. I'm
we
confident
can't-
that he'll do good.
We
I'm
can't
confident.
tolerate no more Rigonis, man.
Yeah.
No,
No more.
100%.
And
I'm
also,
confident.
this
That's
is
over. That's
this
over.
is
That's over.
This is Rodolfo's marquee signing. Like
Yes.
this is
Yeah,
his
so-
first legit.
So
Judge me off of this.
We're trusting
You know
Rodo.
what I mean?
We're trusting Rodo.
Now, football
We're
critic,
letting him
before
cook.
we get into the Champions League, Bali, sorry, you want to say something?
No, I'm just. Yeah.
He's cooking over there.
You good?
No, yeah, I'm
You're
just.
whipping it over there.
about,
This guy's off one.
yeah.
On one.
He's on one.
He's
on
off one too.
He's off one.
Yeah. Chill out, man.
Now, winger, jersey number 7. He's 5'7", bit of a shorty, right? Bit of a shorty.
Shawty, little Shawty, my little Shawty.
25. That's key in this, guys. He's
Young-
a young
young player.
He's a young player. He's
From Ghana.
Accra, Ghana, confirmed. He speaks English. There will be no language barrier there.
Nice.
Now,
7
Here-
million.
international designated player, 7 mil. Football critic, your thoughts on this guy?
My thoughts are I understand Bali because the last player that we paid 7 million for was Driussi, and we're talking about the heart of a team, MVP caliber player type of goal scorer type of thing, right? With Bukari, I do feel he will be very impactful. I feel like this is the type of guy that he will score goals, but he's there to communicate with Driussi, to make those goals happen. Meaning, let it be assists, let it be important plays. I think he has what we're lacking on the wings to make Driussi work. I also think speed is something extremely important in this league. I think with his speed, just playing speed, you don't need to be one of the best wingers in the world, but just with playing speed, you can be amazing in this league, and that's what we're going for. So yes, the 7 million tag is a big tag because you again, that with 7 million we got Driussi, you would expect something similar. But Bukari seems like a very good signing to me.
Yeah.
He is fighting for a national team spot on the wing that is very competitive. One of his competitions actually, plays right here in MLS in LA Galaxy, which
Facts.
is Pencil.
Great point.
So he's not here just to chill out. He's not here, I'm done working because I'm not gonna be playing the Champions League anymore.
So it wasn't for the money, because he's about to get a big pay raise.
It's for sure. It's about money. I mean, it's something.
Is it
Yeah, I
for,
mean,
okay?
I
For,
mean,
It's a part of
money-
it. It's a part of it
Football
for
critic,
sure.
Money's a part.
football
Money's a part.
critic,
For sure.
was this about the money or was this about the next step?
I mean,
Both.
I'm sure money has something to do with it.
Yeah, come on,
Life
man.
changing
But,
Give me
money.
both.
but
Give me both.
what I'm saying,
Come
what
on,
I'm
man.
saying is that coming here is not that he's done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's not.
Okay, yes.
He's not.
Yes.
He's not coming to retire at 25. He's coming here to keep competing
Yeah.
and to keep getting better. And still, he's 25. He can have 2 good seasons here and go back to Europe
Exactly.
without a problem.
I like that.
He could come here, go off, and then we sell him for like 20 million. Vamos.
Get it.
Vamos.
go
Can
ahead.
I add something to it real quick? Think about who got this guy also, Rodo.
Yeah.
Rodo means business, so I don't think Rodo's gonna be going around, picking up guys like Emmy that are just gonna run contracts or like Redis. So also if he fails, it's gonna be on Rodo also because this is again his big signing. So I think Rodo made the good decision here.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
I like that.
And
I
I'll,
agree.
that's the whole thing on that is just I want to say is that like I think he's like a weapon, like a great weapon for the club, like to score goals and stuff. Like Drusi's more of a player like you kind of build around him, and
Yep.
then you give him weapons like him to go with his pace. I think that kind of signing. I think he's gonna be great for us.
Well, he's here for 3 years, no? So I mean,
3.5.
He's the future for us.
Three
right
and a
now.
half, potentially 4.5.
So
Option on his
we have to back him and trust him.
But all right, guys. Now I want to move on to some Champions League conversation. We got the UEFA Champions League. Now, guys, real quick. Shout out to Eric. Happy birthday as well, mate. We had a badass get together here at the Stew. Ociel came through. We had some other homies that were here. We had like 8 boxes of pizza, probably like
Wings,
with
wings,
some
soda,
sodas,
chips,
some
brownies,
birries.
cookies,
some-
It was
cinnamon
great.
sticks,
Some ultras.
It was a great
Some
beer,
Modelos.
Coronas, Ultras.
boys' night out stuff.
A lot of
Boys'
more
night
stuff
out
that I
stuff.
can't really.
yeah.
Never mind. Let me
Calma,
cut it. Let me
calma.
cut it. But anyways, it was lit.
We did it for Eric.
Yeah.
He definitely wanted to see the game somewhere, and we put it together at the Stew. We had a camera set up, so we got the reactions of the goals. We're gonna post those videos soon. But the Champions League, mate. Now, Dortmund was the much better team in the first half, bro. We gotta be serious about it. They were knocking at the door and making Courtois work and show why he needed to start this game over Lunin. Yes, I said that. Now, in the end, Real Madrid survived the pressure B. I know you kept saying that as we were watching the game. And thanks to a header by little old Carvajal, which Bali criticizes all the time, and I'm ready to talk about that. I'm ready to laugh in your face, mate. And a miss-hit finish by Vini, the guy that's been criticized by the entire world and endured an insane amount of racism by some weird fans of Atletico and other La Liga teams. Vini scores a bit of a miss-hit, but he doesn't care. Now, because of those 2 goals, Madrid lifts their 15th UEFA Champions League trophy, historic 15th Champions League trophy. 6 in 10 years, gentlemen. 6 in 10 years, and the last one of the current format before it changes next season. Now, B, I want to get your take on this first because I'm sure you have a lot to say on this historic achievement.
I don't have a lot to say, bro.
You should be saying sorry.
Look, we watched the game here. Vibes were crazy. It was honestly, it was fun. It was awesome having everybody here watching the game. As the first half went on, Dortmund with just golden opportunities to score a goal, not scoring.
The first half was theirs.
After every chance I told y'all, perfect. First part of the script, check. Second chance, oh, boom, missed it. Second part, we're following along the script of the Real Madrid dubs. Dortmund on the door. Can't score. Perfect. People talking shit about Carvajal. Oh, Carvajal this, Carvajal that. Perfect. Part of the script. Boom, boom, boom. Everything's going according to plan. Guess who scores, bro? Carvajal. Boom. Another yet part of the plan, brother. Madrid win it.
The script.
It's the script. It was written. It was set. Marco Reus comes in. Game done. Like it was congrats. I mean, look, I have spoken heavy words on Real Madrid for years.
Heavy.
For years and years, and I've had to eat pretty much all of them.
You call the snakes?
Well, I called Courtois a snake because of the way.
You called us rats?
I didn't call you rats. I did not say that. Now, putting words in my name, putting words in my mouth like you did Drusy, bro. Putting words in my mouth like you did Drusy, brother. I did not say any of that. I did not say
you see that? That's not a
But no, but all seriousness, congrats.
Thank you.
There's always gonna be fans that are gonna always find ways to pick points out, like the whole Messi Ronaldo debate. No matter what, Messi could win 2 more World Cups, there's a fan out there that would be like, he's not the GOAT, it's Ronaldo. To those hardcore fans that are like that towards Real Madrid, it's starting to become like, 15. 6 in the last 10.
6 in the last 10.
Even
Since
to those fans, even to the me's, even to those fans, it's becoming even harder, almost undeniable. Props, respects, the biggest probably club in the world, but I still think the best club to play the best football in the world is not Real Madrid, and I think it's. But hey, props to them. You get hammered. You get hammered 80% of the games.
Right.
You win. It's just plus Real Madrid have this aura to them, brother, in this competition where it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
It's just DNA.
It's just engraved in this competition.
Now, shout out to Eric. He did send some notes. Now, Bali, I want to get your take here after I read some stuff. Read some stuff here. Real Madrid have won 6 out of the last 10 Champions League, making this their 15th league in total. And the golden era of 2014-2024 now stands level with that of the 1956 to 1966 era, and now in an age of even more competitive opponents.
We should look at that era.
1956 to 1966,
read up
6
on that
Champions
era.
League. 2014-2024, 6 Champions League. Now, some honorable mentions. Toni Kroos, he has 6 Champions Leagues himself. In that group, there's more players. It says here, Toni Kroos leaves Real Madrid with 6 Champions Leagues under his belt, 1 at Bayern, 5 at Madrid. With those 6, he joins the likes of Modric, Nacho, Dani Carvajal, and the Madrid legend Paco Gento with 6 Champions Leagues to their name. Now, that's more than Barcelona. That's the same amount as, was it Liverpool? Same amount as Bayern Munich. So that's just a massive achievement, bro. Now, you hear all this. I want to get your thoughts on the Real Madrid celebrations going on right now, because it's just historic stats left and right, mate, with this club.
Man, it is what it is. I told you it was going to happen last week. I saw it coming. There's no.
You
way
also
they were
said
gonna
Arsenal
lose.
would beat Real Madrid and make it to the
I
final.
honestly feel like Arsenal could have gave this team a
a run for their money.
A run for their money. Honestly, I really do believe that. You know, Madrid though.
Bro,
I mean, I'm not gonna lie.
everybody can
Madrid,
give Madrid a run for
El
their
Madrid-
money. It doesn't
No,
matter. It doesn't
El
matter,
Madrid
bro.
can't.
It
Chelsea
doesn't matter.
But I think-
If
I
if,
think- I
if
think
they don't
Chelsea-
put the
I think-
ball in the back of the net, they're not. That's the thing.
I think Arsenal. I think we could have beat them.
Bro,
We could
you
beat
see the
them.
City game,
But
bro.
you know, it is. Look, next year we'll see it. We're gonna see each other again. We might meet each other, and you better be ready. You better be ready. You
That's
cheats.
next year
You
will be
better be
different.
ready. You better be ready.
Maybe it was him calling.
But
it cheats.
no, I'm not gonna. Carvajal kind of shut me up. You know, I was
He
talking
always
crazy
does,
about
bro.
him
Yeah.
in the first half, and then he scored like the shortest player too, a header. Like what the?
Yeah, you were going in on Carvajal.
And then
literally
Mbappe's
like 10
coming.
minutes before he
Like
scored.
what the? Like it's just. Like just get used to seeing these guys at the top for a couple more years.
No,
you know,
no,
it's gonna be
Bali-
tough, honestly.
Now,
And they're
Bali
getting
also-
Mbappe.
And they're getting Mbappe.
Getting
you know?
Mbappe. Now also Bali, Real Madrid, Ancelotti. He wins his 5th European
Yeah,
title. That, I
go.
believe that's the most out of any manager in Europe. He's over Pep, of course, over Fergie. There's some other names there. Eric put here. Ancelotti is now level Champions League winners medals as a whole player and coach as AC Milan with 7. So that's pretty massive there. Player and coach, he's won it. That's a pretty big achievement. But one thing that I wanted to touch up on, I want to get Alex's take on this. Now, Vini scored in a second Champions League final and scored his second goal at that stage. That's as many as Lionel Messi, Sergio Ramos, and Raúl, among others. Only Gareth Bale and Cristiano have scored more goals in Champions League finals with 3 and 4 respectively. Alex, is Vinicius Jr. right now on path to be a Messi?
Oh no! Whoa! Whoa! What?
Wow.
I thought you
That
were gonna
was
say like, is he on path?
insane.
Is he on the
That
path?
was insane.
I
I
was
thought you-
expecting,
no, I thought you were
an
gonna say-
interesting question. I go, Messi? What?
Whoa!
Those are
that
the
was
stay to the end video.
Oh my God.
Those are the stay to the end
Whoa.
video because you're not gonna miss the ending.
Did you
Wow.
not hear the stat?
Diluted.
Wow.
Diluted.
Did you not hear the stat? He has
Crazy.
the same amount of Champions League as
That's
Messi. He scored 2 goals
crazy.
in Champions League finals already.
That's
Respect for Vini.
Balón de Oro? Okay, yes, maybe, but Vini-
Even that, maybe even
come
that.
on,
We'll
but
see.
Messi,
Euros, Copa
come
America
on.
is coming.
Yes or no?
No,
bro.
absolutely not.
Nah.
Okay.
You trolling? Or you?
No, I'm dead
Yeah,
ass.
trolling for
Okay,
sure.
okay,
Trolling
all
for
right,
sure.
all right.
Trolling for sure.
Maybe you guys don't see it the way I
That
see it.
was
I think Vini's a
wild.
great player.
He's a great player.
No, he
He's
is
on
a
his way
great
to be a
player.
Sure, great player.
He's on his way to be a Chris. Give him time.
He's on his way to be a
Oh my
Neymar
God.
with his antics,
Bro,
brother.
I was believing in Vini when we had the most historic bad season with Solari and we were just out of every competition.
What place did y'all finish
I
at?
still held on to Vini even in tough times, brother.
What place did y'all finish that year?
We
Do you
still made
remember?
Champions League. Probably like 3rd or 4th.
Historic.
It was
Historic.
historic. Primo, sí o no? It was bad because we were out.
Historic, bro.
we-
Still made Champions League. What
we
league is that?
We essentially
It's
lost
so
La
hard
Liga.
to be a Madrid fan.
We
Oh my
essentially-
God. Historic, brother. Fourth.
We went through it.
Did you make Champions League?
Huh?
Did you make Champions League?
When?
When you went through it.
Yeah.
Bro,
Oh,
okay.
you went through
was-
it,
Look,
bro.
listen to me. Context. We lost La Liga, we lost Copa del Rey, and we lost out of the Champions League in 1 week to Barcelona and Ajax. You know how much that hurt, bro? To lose all 3 competitions in 1 freaking week, dude. No Chris.
Were you in that competition the following year?
Yes.
No
my
Chris.
God.
Anyways, bro, whatever, bro. You guys are just
I mean,
deluded.
congrats-
You
look,
guys are just
Look,
deluded.
Props to
man,
Madrid,
we're
bro.
gonna be. Look, I'm telling you, we're gonna be
Congratulations,
here.
brother, for
we're
real.
gonna be sitting here in another year talking about this again. Madrid against so
La
and so.
16,
La 16. Oh, la 16. Blah, 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 blah. Hendrik doing so good. Oh, Mbappe. Oh my God, look at him. Look at him shining. Same BS, man.
Listen,
I'm
let's
tired of
talk-
that shit.
But I mean, look, like we said a couple pods ago, last pod, America on this side, Real Madrid on this side. We should have it a
Bro,
one-off.
no,
We
there's
should
no
have a
stop it.
We should
Brian.
have a one-off.
Stop it.
We should have a one-off Madrid America
No.
game. It
That
should
is
be in
crazy.
Saudi
There's-
Arabia.
there's
100,000
no-
people
there's no
to decide.
conversation. No.
Decide
There's
once
no-
and for all who is the best in the world, bro. Global. Isn't that
that'd
our
be
first show?
crazy.
Is
That'd
that
be
our
crazy.
first show?
That would be
No,
crazy.
it's not a fair
No,
show.
the
You
Saudis-
cannot compare America's 15 titles in La Liga MX to the Real Madrid's 15 UCO championship.
All I'm saying, Saudis, if you're listening, that could be a historic game, bro. To
That would
decide,
be-
to
that would-
finally
You-
decide.
That would be
America
nice.
To
can't-
finally decide, bro. The debate is could
I'm
be
not mad.
finally set aside.
America can't even fill up Q2 Stadium, bro. Can't even fill up
We-
Dell Diamond.
We haven't been.
Oh my
Leagues Cup. Wait till the Leagues Cup.
Hey, but that would be crazy though. Like at the Azteca. Ooh, imagine.
Yeah, to the
Eesh,
side.
That'd be
Look,
crazy.
No, neutral venue, so they don't say
Yeah.
anything. Oh, it was in
Yeah.
Mexico. I'm saying the Saudis.
That would be nice. That'd be
Come
nice.
to
Saudi
I'm not mad
Arabia.
at it.
Q2 Stadium.
I'm not mad at it. Look,
we
both
need at least 100,000.
both have
At least
15. Both have
100,000.
15. Why not go at it? You know.
Oh
To
my
finally decide, bro.
yeah,
That's what
why
I'm
not?
saying.
I mean, I'm not mad at it.
I don't know how
this
this
is
is-
pocket.
it's
But
crazy.
anyways, just real quick, just the 2 goals that were scored. One with Dani Carvajal, a beautiful header. There was a warning minutes before that he scored his goal. He has a similar header. He sends it over the bar. The second time around, he makes no mistake. Bit of less power on it, but right over the keeper. Mats Hummels tries to, Luis Suarez it out with his hand. He is unsuccessful. Dani Carvajal is the successful person in that situation. 1-0. And, of course, Dani Carvajal, what a story, bro. What a story. This kid means so much. This guy means so much to Real Madrid. He was the little kid that kind of did a historic moment with Di Stefano, if I'm not mistaken, when they broke in the new training ground. Primo, if you could bring up that photo of Dani Carvajal when he was a kid at the new training ground when they were breaking it in. He's like, I think he put like a historic stone or something. He's going to bring it
Bro,
up.
even his dad was the police force with the horses making room for the bus too.
That's it right there.
That's a
it right there.
cop.
That's it
His
right
dad's
there.
a cop.
His
Yeah.
dad's a cop.
That's it right there.
The guy's the feds.
Funny thing-
The guy's
No,
the
wait,
feds.
You're taking it.
Oh, the guy's the
He was-
feds.
he was-
Come on,
whoop,
bro.
He was in charge of the parade.
Hey, th-
Hey, who
in charge of the
that's
parade.
not Di
Oh,
Stefano.
that's-
Who is that? Is that Di Stefano? I think it is.
That's Carvajal.
I think it's Di Stefano, but that's Dani Carvajal as
Let me
a
see
kid.
it. Let me see him. Let me see his face. Look. Let me see. That's Dani Carvajal.
That's Dani
Yeah.
Carvajal.
Oh, it looks like Sergio Ramos.
A little bit.
As a kid,
Fun
as a
fact:
kid.
Carvajal and Joselu are married to sisters.
Oh, for
Isn't that pretty
real?
cool? Yeah, I think they're twin sisters too.
Swear.
Twins, oh yeah, Joselu's
Fun
married
fact.
to one sister. Dani Carvajal is married to the other sister.
Whoa.
It's pretty
okay,
neat.
That's
It's
pretty,
pretty
cool.
neat.
cool.
It's pretty neat.
Pretty
That's
cool.
pretty cool. But of course, Dani Carvajal gets his goal. The goal that he scored before this in the Champions League was 8 years ago. So what a moment to score your second Champions League goal.
Nice.
Nice for
He should
Dani Carvajal.
retire, bro. He's gonna retire.
Relax. He still got 2 or 3 years
You've been
left. in
saying
him.
that for 2-3
He
years.
should-
MLS,
he should-
MLS is
He
knocking
should
on the
retire
door.
though. He should retire. Like I mean, what?
Now, Bali,
Scores.
the second goal, mate. The second goal, it was interesting because Jude Bellingham showed how generous he is. I know he had a bit of a stinker of a game. He missed a bit of a sitter himself, but he lays it off to Vini, gets his assist. Vini makes no mistake. Bit of a miss hit. 2-0. Real Madrid ends it right there. Your thoughts on that goal, brother?
Yeah, it was over after that. What a finish by Vini and after that, you just knew it's over. Dortmund just had so many chances, man. It's just like I said, you don't finish your dinner, you're done, man.
Typical. I'm telling you.
You're
No.
done,
Game
man. You don't
perfect,
finish. You don't
perfect.
finish your comida. Bye, man.
Now, this is the sequence of the second goal right here. It's a Real
Mistake.
Madrid-
It was a
it's-
mistake.
It's a Real Madrid throw-in. Dortmund is able to recover it. However, they
Sloppy.
instead of going forward with the ball, Royce chooses to just hold up the play. He sends it back to, I believe the player is Mateus or Mattens. I have it here actually. Matson. He's the one that plays the ball back to what would be Matt Hummels, but he doesn't see Jude Bellingham creeping into the space already where Matt Hummels is occupying. And you can see here, bad ball. Jude Bellingham lifts up his head. Vinicius is in a way better position. The Brazilian, Ballon d'Oro candidate, slots it home.
He does a little dance. Hey,
He says, "I'm here." It was beautiful. I love it. B, any thoughts on Vini's year?
Miss hit. Didn't mean it.
What? Oh my God!
I don't know. Congrats, bro. I guess.
I like the dance. It was
You
a
like
nice
the
little
dance?
dance. I like
Okay.
the little
All right.
little
Now-
samba.
All right,
People
now-
people are trying to say, "Oh, Royce, this is on Royce." I mean, no, it's not.
Poor pass.
It's just you gave it to the defender. He's the one that.
Poor pass. Unfortunate. The
made the
keeper even
mistake.
gets a hand on it,
I
and
think
it's not
it is
enough.
on Royce actually. I don't think Royce should have been in this game.
What?
If I'm being honest, I don't think
Oh,
Royce should have been in this game.
I mean,
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
he did,
'cause
he
him
did come
coming
in
on,
and
bro.
kinda
He
switched
came.
it.
He came
I'm
on.
sorry.
Game over, bro.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, he
I'm sorry.
did. That's
Game
true.
over.
That's
I'm
true.
sorry. Now, Primo, I do want to get your take on obviously the final Real Madrid fan yourself, brother. La Quince. Jude a bit quiet. He wins it at home like other Real Madrid players. Cristiano won it in Portugal. Benzema won it in France. Gareth Bale, he won it in where did he win it? Cardiff. And now Jude Bellingham wins it in England, mate. Your thoughts on everything, obviously.
I mean, it's crazy, bro. Just how many Champions Leagues? 15 Champions Leagues. And then it's just with just this, it adds records to a lot of the players. Record after record. Something that's really stood out to me, and I don't think it's gonna be done ever, in my opinion, is Carvajal starting 6 Champions League finals and winning all 6.
That's crazy.
That's a
He
crazy
went 6 for
stat,
6.
bro. He went first,
Call
and he
him-
can probably go
That's
7 for
crazy.
7. To be
Call
honest.
him Danny Jordan.
Danny Jordan.
Danny Jordan, bro.
Damn, that's
And
a
then-
crazy
Danny
stat. That's a
Jordan.
crazy stat.
And then, all the other players winning 6 Champions Leagues. It was just crazy. And then just seeing all the celebrations and, that team just looks crazy. And then one day after, they announced Mbappe. Mbappe is officially signing. And it's just going to be, crazy. We're already looking forward towards the 16th Champions League.
That's crazy.
And
Florentino a bit out of pocket, bro. Already talking about trying to win the 16.
I see
Out
another
of pocket
three-peat.
a little
I see
bit.
another three-peat.
I don't think.
I see
I don't think
another
that's out of
three-peat.
pocket.
I would say yes, 3 people, but I want to see what this new format is like.
Or a treble, maybe.
We need a treble.
treble.
We need a
That-
treble.
y'all
We need a
need
treble.
that, bro.
Falta
A
eso.
treble.
Falta,
Y'all
falta
need
el
that,
treble.
bro.
Falta el
Y'all
treble.
need that bad.
Falta el treble.
That's-
Now, yesterday, bro, or
Copa del Rey can never do it.
the day of the final after the game was over, I was going home and I had to call Neff because of the cup and stuff like that. I called him and we talked about the Champions League as well. Bro was crying,
Yeah.
emotional, bro. There was some people that really, really felt this, bro. Neff had tears coming down his face, bro.
It was Kroos' last game.
Cruz's last
Kroos'
game.
last game.
Now Modric is staying. That was confirmed on
Nacho's
Twitter.
last game too.
No, I think Nacho is staying.
Nacho's
I think Nacho is staying. Now, also, shout out to Arda Güler. He's the first Turkish player to win the Champions League. Big ups to him. Although he featured, did he feature in the Champions League? I think he did. But big ups to him. Now, Football Critic, I do want to get your thoughts on the Champions League final before we get into the CONCACAF one real quick.
Well, I mean, it was nothing that we didn't expect. It was actually
Yeah.
kind of funny because I had some Madrid fans, a friend of mine, tell me like, hey, yeah, we won and I was excited, but then half an hour after the victory, I was like, okay, like
Low key, it did feel like that for a bit.
because it's so hard to be a Madrid fan, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
It's so hard, man.
no, but I mean, it is what it is. Like we it was all expected. To me, what surprising was Dortmund being so dominant in the first half. That was surprising. I did not expect that. But like B said, you could tell it was gonna be that type of game.
Called it.
Type of game where Dortmund would look better, where you see, oh, maybe they can do it, but they missed all of their chances, and then Madrid will just come out on top. As always, every single time. So it is their competition. Obviously, I mean, this is props to Ancelotti, props to the team. He did wonders with this team, with their injuries and everything. So it's just, it is Madrid's competition.
I want to say this, man. As much as I criticize and kind of, don't like Stevie Nickel, he had a great take. he had a great take on ESPN FC. He said that even though Dortmund was the better side, probably 75 minutes into the game, in a cup final, it doesn't matter how pretty you play. It doesn't matter how many passes you complete. What matters is if you win the game.
Yeah.
And Real Madrid, a saying that goes along with them is Real Madrid doesn't play finals, they win them. You know what I'm saying? And I think they pulled this one through. I don't know if God is a Real Madrid fan. Bali might say that he is. A lot of folks think so.
100%.
But just the fact that none of the Dortmund chances went in, and even when they did score a goal late on, it was called back offsides. Just everything leading up to every trophy that Real Madrid has won in the past maybe 5 years Champions League wise. It's a bit of a fairy tale, bro. It's a bit of a fairy tale, and I'm honestly, I really feel bad for the folks that don't. They not that I feel bad. I'm just very fortunate to be a Real Madrid fan. It is a lot of pressure. It does come with a lot. You're expected to be the best, and people throw hate at you all the time, and that's why it's so hard to be a Real fan, bro. People expect so much from you. You have to be perfect, just like the club that you follow, and that's what I mean. And I'm just very blessed, bro. I'm very blessed because you could be a Chelsea fan and almost lose it all. You could be an Arsenal fan and just not even see Champions League football for a long time, and you get excited for a top 4 finish. You don't win the league title. You can be everything,
Bro,
but
6-year drought of Champions League is that's something you can.
and Real Madrid is just a different level, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, and what I get is that it's hard to be a Madrid fan because you get hate because no other team gets hate, right? I
Yeah.
mean, you're so right. It's just so hard to be a
Look,
Madrid
bro.
fan.
It's
I'm gonna
like
say
it's like
this
it's
too.
like the guy. It's like it's just you're trying to advocate as like the guy that came up and it's like saying, "Nah, I'm like I don't know how to put it into words, but like
I came up with this team. What do you mean?
no, it's just
No. Stop with this narrative because before all this success, Madrid went how many years without winning a title, without winning a Champions League title? I think they went
Like-
12 years?
Yeah.
More than 10 years without winning a Champions League trophy.
the talk was. You said you brought it. The talk was like, oh, yeah, I didn't win a Champions League when it was black and white or something like
Well,
that.
they
was
had
it?
won one like in the 90s and
Yeah,
stuff like
yeah.
that, yeah, but not that much success. The Galacticos never won one.
I always give.
Galacticos
Look,
never won a Champions
I'm
League.
always giving my other props, bro. I mean,
We should be getting more. It is what it is. Now, before we get out of the studio and finish tonight's episode, I don't want to get out of here without giving Pachuca their praise, give them a shout. Now, Alex, this will be obviously a segment dominated by you, mate. Rongoat, Venezuelan striker. You called it, bro. You called it. This guy was going to terrorize this league. Not only does he terrorize the domestic league, international-wise, he's carrying Pachuca to the Club World Cup, mate. I know Pachuca has a lot of good youngsters. It's not just Rondon, but his goal contributions obviously help. But just the overall foundation of this Pachuca side that just full of youngsters, full of players that don't have high wages, that don't have the big names, that are just there to perform. And they're headed by this dude, Rondon, that looks like he's freaking 35 and my uncle or something, bro. Like, he does not look like a soccer player.
he
I'm
lives
sorry.
Like a chirroquero or
He
something.
looks like a chirroquero or something, bro. But, Alex, go ahead, B.
His stats are insane.
His stats are insane. Pretty much
Insane.
if you could bring them up. But Alex, tell us about this win. Columbus obviously practiced a ton for this game. They were in high altitude masks.
Bro, that's what
on
makes it even.
treadmills.
That makes it even funny.
Makes it even worse.
Because they were like showing like, oh man,
They were like, look what we got.
look what we're full focused.
Look what we're doing.
We're ready.
We're ready to go. And these
Uh,
freaking kids, bro.
They might have trained too hard.
These
they were burnt
kids.
out by the final, man. I mean,
These kids, led by Rondon, they smack them. What was the final score? 3-0, bro?
3-0, brother.
Your thoughts, football critic?
I mean, that's what beautiful about this Pachuca side. I mean, God knows I've never really seen Liga MX too much. I'm not, no Mexican roots or anything, and I'm just paying attention to it right now because of Rondon. But I'm seeing more than that, and I love it because, like you're saying, they're a bunch of kids, and these kids got starting to get managed by Almada, who took this group and made it into something amazing. We're talking about a team that played America like 4 or 5 times this season and never lost once. Actually beat them and tied the rest.
Took us
We're
out.
talking about
us out.
Almada took this bunch of it's like a U22 team and just signed Rondon, a striker with experience, a lot of experience, European experience. Idrisi, amazing dribbling winger, and Sanchez, who is in the Mexican national team. He took all three and got it together with these youngsters and made something beautiful this season. They may have not won Liga MX, and again, it was only because of that rule of the top seed advancing instead of the lower seed, because they did not lose to America. But they still went on the CONCACAF Champions, and they beat America. Then they beat Columbus, who had beaten Monterrey and
Yep.
Tigres. And Pachuca is just this beautiful story this season that I absolutely love. Especially that signing someone like Rondon and to teach these young players how to do better as a team and to actually perform. And for Rondon to end top goal scorer in Liga
Yeah.
MX,
Yeah, facts.
top
That's
goal
massive.
scorer in CONCACAF Champions, and also MVP of the tournament.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just amazing.
I
So
got
It says a
Rondon,
lot. It says a lot.
Rondon himself has said it. Like he's 33, I think, and he says that he's running like he's feeling like 22 because he just got his physicality back. So it's
ahead.
amazing.
In 7 games, he had 10 goal contributions in the CONCACAF Champions Cup.
That's insane.
In 21 games in Liga MX, he's had 12 goal contributions.
All competitions pretty much has it here on transfer
All
market.
competition right here.
Can you zoom in pretty much a little bit? What is that? 28 games, 28 appearances, 19 goals, 3 assists,
That's
and just over
crazy.
2,100. Oh, well, pretty much 2,200 minutes. Now, I want to give a shout to the coach. Football Critic brought him up, Pachuca's coach, Almada. Now, there are reports on the web, right? I'm here on Google, on the web.
Okay, boomer.
That says that could Almada take over Jaime Lozano as Mexico manager? So imagine if we could bring in this guy who trusts in the youth, there could be a big turnaround, which we're already starting to see with this Mexican national team. But this guy could be obviously a big up for the Mexican national team in the future. But Bali, I mean, you see Pachuca enjoying success right now. Football Critic is obviously happy, bro. Pachuca, a Mexican team, doing good right now. You love to see it.
Yeah, great coach. Hopefully he does come and coach the Mexican team. I mean, that would be a bit of a fresh air, but we don't know. I mean, he has a lot of success right now with Pachuca, and who knows? Maybe another job pops up. Maybe he goes to Europe. Who knows? I wouldn't be surprised if I see him in Europe, Almada.
Arsenal?
Nah, come on, bro.
Where would you take him?
They got the Arteta.
Celta de Vigo?
I wouldn't mind seeing him in Spain, honestly.
La
I think
Liga?
Spain would be La
No,
Liga. Would
yeah,
be nice.
there's
El
a
Getafe.
there's a bit of a connection between La Liga and Mexican managers. We've seen Nacho Ambriz, go over there. We've seen El Vasco go over there. Some names just to mention, but there's been some. And then we've also seen some managers from La Liga coach in Mexico, like Paco Jimenez or Paco Gemes, something like that. But Football Critic, you want to say something?
Oh no, I just wanted to add that to this win of the CONCACAF Champions, that they also qualified for the Club World Cup, which is a huge step not only for the club but for these kids, for these young players, for Rondon himself at his age. This is an amazing tournament that's going to happen next year here in the U.S., a tournament that America did not qualify for.
Yeah.
I have a question for you. Is Rondon the clear favorite as forward for Vino Tinto?
Oh yeah, he's
Yeah.
the historic top goal scorer.
100%.
Yeah.
He's the guy.
Yes.
He's
Yeah.
he's got to be Venezuela's top form player. I mean, right?
Could Danny influence him to Austin FC transfer? Anything is possible, mate.
You tried to go for Borja, and that didn't work out. You're not getting Rondon either.
Anyways,
But on the FIFA Club World Cup competition, America won't be in it because we needed to win the CONCACAF, which knocked us out of, which was a crisis. But I mean, the new format has changed. I mean, 32 teams. Chelsea's gonna be in it. Madrid, City, Pachuca, Seattle, Monterrey, the Brazilian teams, Fluminense, I think. I forgot who else, but it's gonna be here in the United States next year as well in 2025. So excited for that. America won't be in it, but I just a small rant on the competition. I really enjoy that like format and the Club World Cup just competition in general. I'm a big fan of that, man. I liked what they did, the new format every 4 years, like if it's a World Cup. I mean, it's crazy.
Bro, the goals that Rondon has scored have been fantastic too. I mean, this one's not him here, but just I saw some finishes earlier. Just Pachuca scored some bangers on these guys, bro.
Yeah.
They scored some bangers, dude. Columbus, I think they just weren't ready for it. Pachuca obviously took full advantage of being at home in front of their fans, and as they should. As they absolutely should. Now, Rondon, he's going to be enjoying Venezuela. He's obviously got international duty up ahead. I mean, this guy.
Who do you think who right now is Venezuela's like most informed player?
I would say Yangel Herrera, playing for Girona, qualified for Champions League.
Okay.
Made H sweat a lot this season. So,
No, not really, bro.
Is Rondon second then?
I don't know. It's tough. But
damn.
I think I'll give him that because he
second?
he performed marvelously in Mexico. So yeah.
Man, Venezuela's on the up, brothers. I mean, I just from all the years, the I mean, obviously, just they're on the up, man.
Yes, I see them making their first World Cup
Yeah, same.
come 2026, bro. I really do see it. Rondon, oh my God, bro. He is inevitable, dude. In the box, he is inevitable. But all right, guys, it's time to get out of the Top Flight Podcast studio here tonight. Bali, any last words for the listeners out there, mate?
I'm happy, excited. Well, not really, but it is what it is. I'll see you next week. I'm excited for next week.
Believe it's all good.
I mean, it's gonna be
It's
tough.
not all
I mean,
good,
it's gonna
but-
be tough. I mean, it's gonna be tough. Be ready for it. Strap up.
It's definitely not all good, but just in the sense like
Hard times are coming.
hang in there. We've been through stuff like this.
Yeah, you're right.
B, any last words, mate?
No, I mean, hope y'all do better in the next Icarius Cup. Shout out Austin Legion. No, there's no shot. I don't know why you laugh.
It's a
It's
shot,
not- Let's
bro.
let a
It's
shot.
a
I wanted
shot,
to end it
bro.
in a sentiment.
You could have said anything.
I wanted to give you a
coulda
praise.
said
that
anything.
came out. We're gonna cut that. We're gonna cut
Nah,
that.
it's
I
all
meant
good.
praise.
You said
brother.
it. It's all
Alex,
good. You
I
said
meant
it.
praise,
Cut
brother.
that, cut
I meant
that,
praise.
cut that,
brother. I
cut
meant to show praise.
We got battered. It's all good. We got battered. We're gonna learn from it. I'll tell you what, Austin Legion and Austin FC, we got battered this week. We're gonna learn from it. We did good.
Did you get battered? Did you do good?
we got battered, but morally we're in a good spot. Mentally we're in a good spot. We're not destroyed.
No.
We're good.
Look, crazy debut, but it's all love, man. Shout out Nev. Shout out the whole Austin Legion squad. Shout out my G Eric. Happy birthday. Shout out everyone.
Why?
You know, peace.
Well, we'll get out of here. Shout out to Real Madrid. Got the table set up, of course. But yes, we'll be back for more reviewing future episodes. But have a good night, everybody. Have a good day, and we'll see you soon. Later.